ready to go. My name is Patrick Noaker. That's Noaker. I'm an attorney here with Jeff Anderson and Associates, and we're here to announce the filing of a lawsuit. I'll talk just a bit about that. Beside me here is Tim Caroline. He is the plaintiff in this lawsuit, the person bringing the lawsuit. And beside him is Bob Swiderski. Bob, do you want to spell that for us?
S-C-H-W-I-D-E-R-S-K-I, and I have been given the name of Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, Director for Minnesota by Survivors from Minnesota.
Okay. Tim Caroline is C-A-R-O-L-I-N-E. Do you go by Tim or Timothy?
Tim.
Tim. Okay. There's Timothy in the lawsuit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started, describe just a little bit the lawsuit that we filed this morning. This morning, our law firm, on behalf of Mr. Caroline, has filed a lawsuit against the Brothers of the Christian Schools, the Midwest Province, and also the Christian Brothers of the Midwest, Inc., also known as the Christian Brothers of Minnesota. They're best known just as the Christian Brothers. In this lawsuit, we have filed this lawsuit has been filed relating to sexual abuse by a brother Raimond Rose, and that's R-A-I-M-O-N-D-R-O-S-E, Raimond Rose. This is the 7th lawsuit that our law firm has filed in Minnesota or North Dakota. This is the 6th lawsuit here in Minnesota, and there's also another lawsuit that's been filed over in Fargo, North Dakota, related to Brother Rose. So that just gives you a sense of where we are here. This lawsuit involved sexual abuse of Mr. Caroline back in 1970, 1971 time frame. The lawsuit itself is a lawsuit for fraud against the Christian Brothers, because the Christian Brothers placed Brother Rose in a position where they represented to both Tim Caroline and his parents and all those others in the public that Brother Rose was safe around children, because Brother Rose had responsibilities to supervise children. And when they assigned him to that position, they made that representation to the community that he was safe when they knew full well he was not safe. Brother Rose is a very dangerous. I'm going to turn it over to Tim, let him tell you just a little bit about the lawsuit, what happened to him, and then of course we'll take any questions.
All right, thank you. Well, I guess it all started, I was a junior high student at the time, and was a member of St. John's the Evangelist Catholic Church, and went to the Catholic grade school as a young kid, and went to Capitol View Junior High, and our church was sponsoring a retreat at the Dungroven Retreat Center. So I signed up to go to that, and we had the retreat, and it was during the retreat that I first met Brother Rose, and he invited myself and a couple of the other guys to come back to the retreat center, that he had a cabin over on the lake, and that we could stay there at the cabin. And as junior high kids, we thought that would be pretty fun, and so we received permission from our parents to go. We rode our bicycles from our home to the retreat center, and spent the weekend there. It wasn't what we expected. I guess growing up in a Catholic childhood, as a Catholic, did not expect Brother Rose to be supplying us with alcohol, and it was during the evening that he sat down next to me on the couch and put his arm around me and started caressing me and touching me inappropriately, and that was very difficult to process at the time, and didn't talk about it a whole lot at all for a number of years to anybody. And so that was my experience with Brother Rose. Through time, it was very difficult to how it affected me emotionally and spiritually. grew up in a Catholic family, like I said. My brother was a priest, and we were very active in the church and had a lot of clergy around our house. It wasn't uncommon to have a priest sitting at our table, and so we grew up in an environment where there was a lot of trust and faith that these folks were on a pedestal and to be respected. And it was very difficult to have that secret for so long of this trust that I thought I had was just shattered. So anyway, time went on, and it came time to go on to college, and I just had a very, very hard time feeling a comfort level in the Catholic Church. And I want to make it clear, I'm not attacking the Catholic Church here at all. I'm not anti-Catholic. I have great respect for the folks that are doing their job and doing it admirably. But for me personally, because of my situation, I had a very hard time. And that just drove a very hard wedge with my family. I met my wife-to-be, and we were married. I actually got married in the Catholic Church by my brother. That was very important for me to have him perform the ceremony. After we were expecting our first child, and I just could not have our kids baptized in the Catholic Church because of my discomfort. And so it was very difficult to see the pain with my family, and it greatly affected our relationship, and parents did not come to the baptism, and it was very difficult. Anyway, from there, things got better eventually with mom and dad, and it was about in 2002 when I just seemed like I couldn't pick up the paper or watch TV without hearing of some clergy abuse that was going on, and it just brought back a lot of memories. And I was at school. In my office, I was a relatively new superintendent, and I kind of crashed and was in tears, and had my door closed, and then there was a knock on the door, and it was one of our special ed directors assigned to our school came in, and she's a friend, and she knew something was wrong, and I just spilled my guts, told her the whole story, and she was there when she needed to be. And through a lot of encouragement of my brother, he told me I should report this to the Christian Brothers, and so it was about 2002, I believe, I made contact with the Christian Brothers.